Hi everyone, welcome to my backyard. I am going to be doing a couple of video tutorials on how to photograph your artwork using applications on your phone. I'm going to use two applications today, Camera, which comes on your iPhone, and also Snapseed, which you can download across a lot of different platforms. I recommend taking your pictures outside. It's a lot easier to get better lighting outside. So this is where I'm taking my picture. You can see it is a gray day, which is the perfect day for taking a picture. Yay, Middle Tennessee with all our gray days. Great for photographing artwork outside. You'll want to do it during the day, not at night. And if it's a really sunny day, you can do it in the shadow of a building to get nice, even lighting. We're trying to get the best picture we can in this scenario. It might not be perfect, and that's okay. So things I'm thinking about when I'm photographing artwork outside, I don't want to just set it down on this table. You can see it rained a couple of days ago. There's some water here. I don't want to put my drawing in the water, so I'm putting it on another sheet of paper. I also want to be thinking about lighting. You'll see it's subtle, but depending on where I stand, I can cast a picture on my drawing, which isn't great. So I want to make sure that as I'm photographing my artwork that I'm not casting a shadow. Alright, so I'm going to open up Camera on my iPhone. Oh, you can see my cute kids there in the background of my phone. Here we go. So obviously I want to be in photo when I'm taking a photo of my artwork. So I switch to that. And then I am getting situated and thinking about how I'm casting shadows on my artwork and making sure that I don't do that. You can see in the bottom left there is a pretty big shadow because my body is too close to the paper. So I'm going to stand back a little bit to avoid that. One thing that I want to think about is lining up the edges of my artwork with the edges of my screen. So that'll make it easier when I'm editing to get a straight good picture. So I was demonstrating what not to do in that last minute there. So I got things pretty lined up, and now I can touch on my screen, and that helps me make sure that I'm focused on the thing that I'm photographing, which is important. If I touch and slide up, I can increase the brightness. If I touch and slide down, I can increase the darkness, and getting the best, most well exposed photo initially will make it a lot easier to have a high quality picture when I start editing. So I'm going to take a few pictures here so that I don't have to do this all again. The more pictures you take, the more that you have to choose from. So if you're off center, like I was there, where I was cropping out some of my image, I can pick a different photo. I can also play with the lighting and take a few photos with different lighting, because sometimes it's hard to tell when you're photographing it if you have a good photo or not. I like to scroll through and just make sure I have something decent before I take everything back outside or back inside. And that one looks pretty good enough for our circumstances. Next, I'm going to talk about an application called Snapseed. It's made by Google. It's free and it can be used across platforms, which is really nice. So there's Snapseed. I'm going to click on that to open it up, and then in the upper left hand corner you'll see it says open. I hit that, and then at the bottom I'll click on Camera to open up the camera on my phone. So I'm going to be thinking about the exact same things that I was thinking about using Camera. I want to make sure that the edges of my drawing are lined up with the edges of my screen to get a straight shot, and I also want to make sure I'm not casting a shadow. Similar to Camera, I can click on the screen and drag up to increase the brightness or go down. I want to make sure that my image is as well exposed and accurate as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and take my picture here. Looks decent. I want to click on Use Photo in the bottom right hand corner, and then hit Export also in the bottom right hand. And then you'll see I want to click on Save to save that image. To take another picture, I'm going to hit Open at the top left, and then Camera again, like I did at the beginning. I want to think about lighting. I'm going to maybe expose this one a little bit more and increase my brightness. And then I'll click on the button to take the picture. Once again, I want to hit Use Photo so that I can save this. And then I'm going to hit Export and Save. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through how to edit these images in a couple different apps on your phone.